So I wanted to go ahead and provide a little bit of an update on my wrestling journey, and I ain't gonna lie to you, things are looking pretty grim right now. I figured, I thought that as long as I have a job, I'm going to be able to at least have a handle on things, and I don't. The job that I have is giving me only so many hours, and I'm only getting so much money. So because I'm only getting so much money and getting from so many hours, I am, like I don't things are not like financially. I'm in a bind. I am in a really bad situation financially. I owe more than I'm earning right now, and I'm trying to find a better job so I can like make a little bit more. But it's really up to the job at this point. Like I can't just walk into the job and be like, hey guys, I work here now. But wrestling wise, I did get a chance to go to training a few times. I got a chance to watch the Rumble at Reality of Wrestling. That was fun. I got a chance to watch the Rumble with fellow trainees, and that was a good feeling. To be able to go there and you know, um, be with them. There was a bit of a promo class that we had to do, and in the process of me trying to do my promo, I found myself getting a little hyper emotional because of everything that's been happening to me financially and mentally and stuff like that. And I started sounding less like myself, which was the exercise, and I just started ranting and raving and screaming. I almost threw a chair, but I didn't. I didn't throw the chair. But I was frustrated. I'm still frustrated. So yeah, like as far as but like I said, I did manage to, like I did kind of manage to, like go to training a few times, and I know I hate to say it like this, but I have no clue how much longer I'm going to even be in this city. If I don't get like more money or a better job, I might find myself like, in a really, I don't want to say leaving Texas City because it feels like I just got here, but I don't know what the future holds, and I'm working towards it being better than it's expected to be. So there's that. Also, uh, completely off subject here. I don't care. Like I just like the allegations about Vince McMahon. Like it's kind of like a big thing in the pro wrestling circles right now, or at least it was for like a moment. It was like a blip, and now it's like gone. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw in my 2 cents. I don't care. Vince McMahon is an elderly rich dude. Elderly rich dudes do weird things. Rich people in general are disgusting. So, like, of course, like, I believe that he did this stuff. You know what I mean? And I feel like nobody should be surprised about it. Because, when you got that much money, that much power, that much authority, the dude is like, professional wrestling is now part of American culture. If not, like professional wrestling is now part of American culture, and he is in some way, shape, or form responsible for it. So, like, he does have a bit of an influence. He does have a bit of like he is considerably a very important figure in America, so to speak. Not just in professional wrestling, but in America in general. So, like you got somebody like that who is put on that high of a pedestal. Of course, he's gonna do some ridiculously off the wall terrible things. And it's just like I'm more upset at the lack of I'm more upset at the lack of like the idea that he was around so many people who was going to enable him. Like nobody ever like actually told him. No, it's either I think either nobody told him to stop, or people were telling him to stop, and he just wasn't going with it. You know what I mean? And because he was in such a high position of power, who will tell this guy to stop? You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. That's the part that just sort of like over my head a little bit. But yeah, like I said, the allegations is just like I'm also a little annoyed at the fact that the fans also want Triple H to kind of suffer for it. Like I don't know if Triple H did anything or was involved in anything, but there's this whole push towards, oh well, H got to go too because it's his family, and I'm just like, what? I don't know. But yeah, like the Vince allegations, whatever. Also, apparently there's apparently like some going on in the AEW world about like they were saying, oh, actually, the House of Black, they're all going back to WWE, right? And I'm just like, no. I'm just like, if they're saying no, I'm going to believe them. I'm not gonna believe dirt sheets. I don't like this devotion to dirt sheets that wrestling fans have. It feels like it's because it feels less about wrestling fans being fans of wrestling and more about wrestling fans being fans for themselves. It's kind of like when they talk about the ratings because they believe that the ratings are kind of like a representation of them. So it's like if they don't like something, they could always say the ratings also don't like it, and it's like no, dude, you're just trying to say that you're part of the ratings. Like you're just one person. So there's that. It's kind of like I don't like. I just don't like this idea. I don't like this idea of fans being fans of fans. You know what I mean? I don't like. It's like because without the wrestling, what are you a fan of? Like you can't be a fan of a fan. You know what I'm saying? Unless that fan is also a fan of something. Dave Meltzer is just a fan. A lot of these podcasters are just fans. A lot of these people who got like all of these points to say, they're just fans. They're not wrestlers. They're not bookers. They're not, um, like they're not anything other than fans. And that's the part that really stresses me out. One of the big reasons why I don't hate AEW is because wrestling fans are always trying to tell me that they hate AEW, so I should too. And I'm like, if you could come up with a better reason than that, come find me. Until then, I'm just gonna watch the wrestling. Well, the wrestling isn't that good anyway. Well, that's your opinion, man. Like I'm not. I don't have to. Just because you're saying that it's bad wrestling doesn't mean I have to agree with you. You're just a fan. Well, what if a wrestler tells you that the AEW wrestling is bad? It's like, well, of course they're gonna say. I'm pretty sure every wrestler is gonna say most wrestling is bad outside of the wrestling that they do. I mean, like, if like you're not gonna change my mind. I'm not gonna hate something just because I'm told to. That's the thing. It's like if I'm gonna dislike something, it's gonna be because I dislike it. So there's that. But yeah. But as far as my personal wrestling journey goes, I'm just like I really don't like the fact that like life is more expensive than I earn, and like I'm trying to balance it out, and it's a challenge because it's not up to me. It's up to whoever decides to hire me. It's up to whoever sees me and goes, that all right, come on over and get more money. But I'm holding strong though. I'm going to I'm going to make this stuff happen. I'm fighting back. I'm fighting back with no gloves on, so the knuckles are starting to hurt a little bit. We'll say that. Whew. All right, guys, y'all be easy.